Christians can be the most incredible people, the most loving, the most supportive. But sometimes they can be the most harsh, judgmental, hypocritical, blunt people. And I'm astonished how many times it's the same person that are both. And I have to include myself in that. I'm imperfect. I've made horrible mistakes in my life. Yet I know that I know that I know that God loves me, that God is rich in mercy and slow to anger. I'm a single mother immigrant, and I find it hard to make friends. And the last 7 or 8 years has been very hard and very lonely. In the beginning of this year, I connected with a Christian friend at work, and she invited us to her home, and we drove up to a different state to go and visit them. And it was just so incredible to be included and invited to their home. It felt like finally I connected with somebody. It was like a stream after the drought. And then we got there, and they were very friendly and happy to see us. And that changed on the Sunday morning when I stood outside the kitchen and I overheard her telling her kids that we have to hang out with them today. And it was just so, I know there was no ill intent meant with that, but I felt so in the way. Like she was just doing this out of obligation and not really because she loved me or cared deeply about me. It was just something she needed to do, and she needed to force her family to do. And that was hard. Um, I felt I felt deeply hurt by that and disappointed because I thought I finally connected with somebody. And about 8 years ago, I had a Christian friend who put herself on the line to support me. We prayed through nights. We prayed in her car. I thought she deeply loved me, and I thought that would never change. And then one day, when I had a complete mental breakdown and was booked into the the mental facility of a hospital, she told me I was faking mental illness and she was just done with me. And she said very confidently that God switched off a light in her head. Like one moment she loved me and the next she despised me and she couldn't stand me. And I never truly recovered from that. It's so hard. Um, but I do want to tell you that God doesn't switch off the light in someone's head for you. That's the enemy who's doing that. And Adam and Eve knew God intimately. They walked next to him. They saw him. And the enemy got to them and influenced them and made them turn against God and choose against God. So being a Christian doesn't make you perfect. It doesn't make people perfect. And I've often heard people say, Yeah, I can't believe in God because of Christians. Broken people who do horrible things, who make horrible mistakes, doesn't reflect on God. God is perfect love and perfect acceptance.